All right, everyone. Well, an official welcome to our super smiley, sensational Saturday morning team call, and really excited to be here with you amazing peeps live. I know we've got a few people who have said they can't make it or they're logging in late today. So for all of you catching the replay, we appreciate you, and yeah, just really excited to be online. So we are going to be super intentional today. So we appreciate your time on a Saturday morning, and we want to make sure that you get absolute value. So we have an absolute rock star who's going to share today. And of course, that rock star is our incredible servant leader with one of the biggest hearts out of anyone that I know, Mr. Terence Pope. And Terry is one of the top leaders within our entire organization here in Australia. And, you know, we're just so proud of him. I learn so much from Terry every day. And why Terry's sharing on today's call is, you know, we're all about sharing best practice. And when we've got people who are, you know, on the ground running and producing a result, and they've found something that's really simple that works and converts, of course we then want to share that so we can duplicate it throughout the whole team. And I don't know if you've actually read Think and Grow Rich, but one of the chapters in here is actually dedicated to the power of the mastermind group. And of course, that's exactly what we do here on Saturday morning. So without further ado, I am actually going to hand over to our amazing Terence Pope to share the first snippet of this call. And there's going to be 3 parts to this call. So the first part, Terry's going to share something super exciting with you. The second part, we're then going to actually do a really short action-based training on one thing that you can take action with from this call that's actually going to help you to grow your business today, this week. And you can literally do it in less than a minute. Who's up for that? Does that sound great? And so I hope you've got your pen and paper. And we're also going to get you to share on this call what we're actually implementing. So you get to practice here. So think about, you know, your favorite sporting legend. They don't practice on the field, do they? They practice at training. So this is going to be your training ground to practice with Terry and I holding your hand, so that then immediately after the call, you can go implement this, because knowledge will make you smarter. It'll make you feel good, but it's applied knowledge that will make you richer, and it's going to make you more fulfilled and actually produce the results that you're looking for. So on that note, Terry, over to you, superstar.
Oh, thank you very much, Kyle. Great introduction. I really, honestly, I think I'll go home. Actually, I am home. Sorry about
that. You're gorgeous.
So listen, we're going to do 2 things today. And one of them, you know, everyone who's in front of us right now are business owners. But what I'm going to show you is something I believe everybody should see as part of their first introduction to network marketing. And in particular, this business, because this is the best network marketing business on the planet. And there are many reasons, and I can sit here for an hour and tell you why. But I'm just going to show you a short 10-minute presentation so you can see the comparison between traditional businesses and this one, and how you can make it work. And then straight after that, I'm just going to give you what your first step is going to be to actually build a successful business. And I'll talk more about that when we get there. I'll give you some results that I'm actually been getting doing what I'm doing over the last week. And it's pretty exciting. And it doesn't take a lot of work at all. It just takes intentional effort. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And you may know some of this information already, you may not, but I'm going to suggest to you a path that if you follow it, you're going to get more success than you've ever dreamed of. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen, very short presentation. You can take notes if you like, because you may have questions at the end of it. And what have I done but hidden everything from myself? Like, I'm Mr. Techie. Terry by name, not techie by nature. But so you don't have to be techie to do this business. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Just yell at me, wave to me. Okay, guys. From the beginning, I need to drop this down a little bit to be techie. Okay, you know, we all on a path in life, and when we've seen this, we got into this business because we were really looking for a way to make a living while we're living life. And this is exactly what you've got your hands on if you make full full use of it and take full advantage of everything that's available for you to do that successfully. You know, the first rules for success are this: if you do not go after what you want, you will never have it. So procrastination is the enemy of success. Don't sit there too long. Sometimes you need to sit there and contemplate and review and see how things have gone for you, but only after you've taken action. It's the way you get wisdom. 2, if you do not ask, the answer will always be no. So if you don't ask people to see the presentation, they're never going to see it. Worse still, they're going to see it because someone else asked them. And I think you'd prefer them to be on your business. 3, if you do not step forward, you will always be in the same place. At some stage, you have to step out and become the person who you need to be to lead a successful team, because the only way you make a lot of money in this business is to become a leader. And that's a journey. And we all join this at different levels. So understand, when people join your team, they're at a different level to you. But I'm going to take a moment and, from an accounting perspective, compare different business models for you so you understand the value of what you've got on your hand. Excuse me. So let's look at traditional businesses. You go out and you buy a traditional business, you're going to have staff, you're going to have leases, you're going to have insurances, marketing, government licenses, and everybody who's in the same business as you, although they might be your friend, they're after your clients. They're your competition, because that's the only way they're going to get successful. But for, let's say you want to live on $1,000 a week for the rest of your life. You know, who wants to live on less than 1,000? I don't know, it's a difficult thing. But for after-tax net profit of $50,000 per annum, to buy that business, it would cost you a minimum of $50,000, because you buy the net profit. Plus you're going to pay for the value of any equipment, stock, and goodwill. But let's say for this exercise, you get a really super good deal and you just pay 50 grand for a business that's turning over, producing a $50,000 net profit already. It doesn't matter, but you've just bought yourself a job until you retire and you don't have the passive income you're seeking. Let's look at your World Ventures representative business. You have no staff, you have no leases, you have no insurances, you have no marketing, you have no government licenses, and you have no competition. Everybody who's in this business with you wants you to be successful, and we are here to help you become successful. All ships rise on the same tide in this business. But while you are earning just $40 residual income per month, you will always be in profit. And your investment was less than $1,000. But that business has the potential to earn you a passive residual income of over $50,000 a year. In both of those business models, the success still relies on you taking action. If you don't open your doors in the traditional business, your doors are going to close very quickly because the overheads will kill you. You can actually take a little bit of time off in this one. It's a crazy thing to do because you need to stay focused to get success. But if you take no action, nothing is going to happen for you. But this business will give you true financial freedom. What will that do for you? So let's look at residual income. Can you afford not to have it? If your monthly residual income is $100 a month, it's just like having this in the bank account earning 5% interest. And my goodness, if you can get 5% interest right now, tell me about it, because I want to know. I doubt if you'll get 2%. But to get $100 a month at 5% interest, you need $24,000 in the bank. If you need $200 a month, you need $48,000. If you want $300 a month, you need $72,000. But if you want $10,000 a month, you're going to need almost $2.5 million in the bank. Most people don't make that in their lifetime, let alone save it. But the average monthly residual payment at an international marketing director at our top level is $48,000 a month. That's about $10 million in the bank. That's what this residual income of this business is worth to you. If you just want to make your $1,000 a week, which is about $3,000 a month US, you need $750,000 to $1 million in the bank. How's everything you're doing working for you? If what you've done in the last 5 years, if you keep doing that, will it produce that for you in the next 3? But success in life requires a personal investment in the form of action. Everything is energy. The energy you put out will come back to you. But before you quit, and there will be some hard times here, but before you quit, remember there is a higher price to paying for doing nothing. So it might be a hard time you go through that makes you slow down and think and doubt who you are. Get back to your leaders, because if you quit, you're never going to get there. Firstly, get excited. How important is it for you to live without financial stress? But based on statistics of over 13 years of success, this business works if you follow that proven path. If you wanted to be a good tennis player, you'd go and get Rafael Nadal or Roger Federer or Venus Williams to teach you how to do it. This business and life is no different. Follow the people who have the success, who've got the runs on the board. Copy their actions and you'll get what they've got. So pay attention to what's happening. Success leaves clues. Play follow the leaders. Play copy the leaders. And you will live the life of your success. They want you to copy them because they know they've been through it. It's easier to copy someone that's been successful than invent your own story. It's a hard road and it may never work. But in this business, we have this beautiful program called Earn While You Learn. It's better to pay no fees, isn't it? It's better to also be profitable, isn't it? So our goal as leaders is to have you fee-free and in profit within your first month. That's the ideal time. Now, I can say that can happen because that's exactly what happened to me. I was fee-free in a week. I wanted to go out and show people on my own, but they said, don't, let us do it for you. I said, okay, go right ahead. I sat there eating chips, and Kylie, who you've just listened to before, I'd never met her. As a leader came around and showed my presentation, I just had to invite the people. 4 people joined at my first meeting while I sat in the back of the room eating chips. Then she said, would you like to be in profit? I'm an accountant. I said, let's do this. A week and a half later, we did another meeting, another 4 people joined, and I was in profit within 3 weeks. Got my money back in profit, and I don't pay fees. But how do you get that? Requires us working together. Let's look at how we do that. You can join this business, whatever level you've joined it at, you can join it. But for this exercise, let's look at the platinums who will join your business, because it's absolutely superb value. So you put people in front of us and we show the presentation. One joins, you're going to make $50 platinum for that. That'll get paid the following week. Then we do 3. When you've got 3, you've earned yourself $150. Now, this is the binary form of business, which just means 2 legs, and that everyone can explain as we move forward. But what that means, after 3 in the first leg, you're allowed to open up the second leg, and we put the 4th person in there, and you've made yourself $200 from that. Plus, you've now waived your fees. We move forward and we put another 2 in that leg. You've now done 6 members and you've earned $300 US. But 3 on the left and 3 on the right gives you a cycle. And because they're all platinums, you earn $100 for that cycle. You've now earned a bonus of $400. Plus you've done that inside the 6 months, and you've now earned another bonus of $400. You've actually earned a total of $800. And the investment to join as a platinum rep is $355. So it's pretty obvious that you've now waived your fees and made a profit of $445 or $650 Australian. Will that $50,000 business, will that do that in 4 to 8 weeks for you? Double your money and stop you paying fees? But the main thing about this business is never quit. Reach out. If you're feeling despondent, reach out and let's get you back on track, because that's why we're here. Achieving success in this business, firstly, know yourself. And the quickest way to know yourself in this business is do the color test and discover your personality and find out who you are and why you think and act the way you do. But at the same time, you're going to realize that everybody else is a different color. Some people will be the same as you, but most people will be different, and you need to communicate to them differently. Go and do it now. But why do you want success? It's the reason why. You're an emotional being. Nothing happens without you wanting it to happen and feeling how you're going to feel. And this is what you need to do. What do you want? And then ask yourself these questions. What is success for you? What do you want out of this business in the short term and the long term? Why did you choose that? Why is it important to you? Why did you choose that? What's so important about that for you? How will it change your life? And most importantly, how will you feel when you have it? And so you can't deny the truth. Write all this down in a journal so you can go back and review it, so you know why you're here and what this is going to produce for you. But learn to use the tools. Are you using them? You know, the first tool you have is your list. It is what it is, whether it's short or long, doesn't really matter. It starts with your list, and you have to start somewhere. We have automated apps. They're incredible. There's training there. Use them. There's social media. Kylie is teaching a social media program. She's actually going to do some social media training here to show you the simple way. I used one of Kylie's simple suggestions she gave to me a few months back, and it resulted in over 950 people connecting with me. There are training events. They are freaking incredible. If you want to grow a team, you need to go. You want to be a leader, you need to go. And by the way, so does everyone who gets on your team. They need to be able to understand what they're in so they can build their own team, so the duplication happens and you don't buy yourself another job. You're building a team of people who are excited about achieving success in their own lives. And then we have team websites, subscription to fun, subscription to freedom. So S2F University, use them. They're there to help you become extremely successful. But more importantly, if you want to be something in this world that you're not already, you have to become it, and you need to overcome it. And the main thing you need to overcome is you, the way you think inside your brain, and you have to change your thinking. And you do that by getting new information. Read Think and Grow Rich. Kylie just promoted to you. Get the audio book. It's one of the first books I suggest anybody reads. There's a second book called The Magic of Thinking Big. If you're going to be serious about this, read those two books or get the audio books. But however, to understand the value of network marketing businesses, Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, New York bestsellers, has just released a new book called The Business of the 21st Century, Network Marketing. But here's another thing you want to do. There's a truth of life if you understand the law of attraction. I run a webinar that's free for you to come along, and it's how to use the simple power tools of life to make that law of attraction work for you every time. You know, you've got to hustle to get what you want, but hustle isn't just about working on the things you like. It means doing the things you don't enjoy so that you can do the things you love. What do you want to do next? This is the next step you need to do in this business. Take action. It's the only path to success. We're here to help you. Understand that. We're not mind readers, so reach out. Every time you need us, reach out. You may have to book and say, hey, are you free at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock? Because we're busy people. But if you let us know when you're available, we can let you know exactly when we're available so we can tie it in, or we can move things aside to make that happen for you. But let us know. Act now before any negative thoughts steal your dreams of success. And the most negative thinking that's going to get planted on you is by your friends and family who've got their own lack of self-belief, and they'll project it into your world if they can. But without action, nothing will change, especially the future you're trying to avoid. Let's get started, guys, and make a living while living life. Okay. That's the first part.
Spot on, man.
That's what we all need to do, you know. Now, the other thing we need to do is I said your list, contacting people. You know, we have several apps that'll teach you how to do that by text. I'm going to tell you over the last week or so, I've actually been sending out video messages to invite people to meetings. It's very simple. It's very effective. And I'll tell you why it's even more effective. It's visual. It's auditory. You know, and on a kinesthetic level, if you add emotion into it, you're touching every touch point in the people who are going to receive it. You're going to get maximum results from it. And one of the things I do with every one of my messages, even though they're short, I sit there before I send the message and I visualize it, what I want it to happen. Some people are not going to respond to it because the message is not going to get to them. But if you send it out with the right energy, it's going to resonate and people are going to want to see what's going on. Now, I'll tell you what I've done this week. I've actually sent out 190 20-second messages. That's taken me about 3 hours because of the process I go through to sit and make sure, because I'm only going to get one shot at these people in my mind. Later on, I might get a second shot, but right now it's about getting to success as quickly as possible. I'm sending out that message. I've had only 60% of those people have actually seen the message. So some are going to see it later on, but the video message is always there with the same energy and the same request. Out of those 60% or 110 that have opened it, 32 people have reached out to me. I've had 5 no's, and I have to tell you, they've been beautiful no's. Nice, respectful no's. Okay? Everyone else has said they want time. Out of those ones, I've done 9 appointments this week. I booked 13 appointments. I've booked 9 this week. 3 of them have been no-shows. I don't care because I had 6 others. And out of the other 6, in the presentation I did for them, they're all getting their money together. 2 said they're going to be gold, 2 said they're going to be platinum, and 2 said they're going to be titanium. Now, if I project that out to the potential income from that earnings right there, it's worth about over $700 Australian to me just to do that. Would you like that to happen for you? So all you need to do, I'm sending the message and showing the presentations. All you need to do is send the video message to your contacts. Start with your Facebook Messenger. It's very, very simple. And I'm going to give you a simple exercise right now. You take what it is for you to do, okay? All you need to do is you're wanting to clear the night. That's the first step, clear the night. If they're not available, they don't need to know anything at all. But if you knew that I had a bucket full of gold in my room, and if you came around on Saturday night and you could partake in it, and I told you excitedly that I had a bucket of gold, even if you weren't sure if I had a bucket of gold there, you'd probably turn up because you don't want to miss out on the bucket of gold. Well, you have the greatest gift on this planet that's going to give everybody freedom. That's what you've got. Give them the gift. Get excited about it. So first off, get the message right. You may need to practice it. I'm telling you, I didn't get it right to start. I never sent it. I practiced it probably about 10 times. I actually wrote the message down and read it and read it and read it and read it. And then I watched the video and I thought, you're not smiling. You don't have energy. How can I change that? So I was questioning. I wanted to make it better. So I ended up with a 20-second message. My message is 19.5 seconds. But I'm telling you that you can do it in 10. But you got that extra 10 seconds to be able to say something to them. Don't just go there and go, hey, what are you doing on Saturday night? Say hello to them. Engage with them. Go into their world. They're looking to be, people love to be accepted and appreciated. So my message, my suggestion to you is when you send a video message, send it through Facebook. If you don't know how to do it, put your hand up after this and we'll show you how to do it. But it's as simple as this. It's, hey, Sullivan, are you free on Sunday night? Man, I've seen something incredible you need to see. You need to see it, man. Let me know if you're free. End of message. Now, if you want to take it one step further, I'm actually doing it a little bit different. I'm actually saying, hey, Sullivan, how you been, buddy? What are you doing on Sunday night? Are you free? I've seen something incredible. You've got to see it, man. Let me know if you're free. End of message. See the difference in the second message? I engaged you. I said hello. I appreciated you by paying you the respect of saying hello. Do it. That's probably about a 12-second message. How long would it take you to send 50 of those messages? Don't send 50 because I sent 35 and Facebook got naughty and they only let me send 20 now. But they still let me send 20, so I'm not pushing buttons. I've been in jail a couple of times with Facebook. But send 20. Imagine if you send 20 a day. And it took you half an hour. You've got today and you've got tomorrow. We're doing a presentation to the team tomorrow night at 7:30. Send as many as you like. We've got 3 presentations next week, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. Focus on Sunday. Most people are free on Sunday night. It's a good time to get them. They're about to go back to their chugga-lugga work the next day, but do that. So that's me. I'm finished. And if you have any questions, we're going to take it from there. And I'm going to switch over to Kylie and put Miss Kylie Cordy in charge.
Wow, so awesome, Terry, and so many gold nuggets in there. So guys, there's a reason why we got Terry to share that today with you, and that is before you can create success in this business, before you can, and I know sell is the wrong word here, but I'm going to use it, anyway. Before you can sell someone else into this program, guess who you have to sell first?
Yourself.
You have to sell yourself. Because if you are not 100% sold on how freaking amazing this is, then there's no way that you are going to have anyone else come into your business, because you're the leader in your business, and people will only follow leaders. So if people aren't following you, it's not because World Ventures doesn't work. It's not because Dream Trip sucks. It's because you haven't developed your belief in the product. So that's why we had Terry run through that today. And I just want to ask you, did you learn something new when Terry shared that? Like, quite often we're so excited when, people sign up, but we don't actually invest the time in making sure that they understand what they have their hands on. And, even for us to be able to continue watching it, it's why we say stay close to the campfire. Because when you get away, you get cold. Whereas when you're constantly plugging in and listening to incredible leaders like Terry, and you're constantly learning and growing and refining your product knowledge in what we have, it's going to grow you as a leader, which of course is then going to help you grow your team. But the number one first thing is you need to have belief. I'm going to mute everyone, guys. There's a lot of background noise. So just while we're in these parts of the call, if everyone can just stay muted unless you're actually asked to share, it just kind of cuts down on all the background noise. So I don't know what that was, but I've taken all the background noise out now. So first thing is you need to believe in yourself and believe in the product. And you also need to believe in network marketing as an industry. And, Terry shared those books. I just happened to go pull them all off my bookshelf. All amazing books. And when you've watched a movie, like if you ever watch a movie for a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 10th time, have you ever got to watching something after multiple times and you actually see or hear something that you actually didn't remember from any of the other times you watched it? It's because you've grown as a person, and that's exactly what happens with these personal development books that Terry recommended. But it's also what happens with our business, and that's why it's important for all of us to plug in, watch the presentation, show up, even if you don't have a guest on, to still show up and support, because you're going to sell yourself every single week on what we have, which is then going to have you go take action. And that is the next key. It's taking action. Now, there are so many ways to grow this business, but unless you have one, belief in the product, and two, a goal or a desire, a why, a reason for taking the action, then you're probably not going to take the action. So that's the first step that we want you to work through right now, is what is your goal? So there's two levels of your goal. There's big picture. What do you want to achieve with your World Ventures business? So grab your journal, write it down. Would love you to share in the chat box and let us know, what is your goal with World Ventures? Why did you join? What do you want to achieve? What's your vision? And that can be a simple statement. For me, I wanted financial freedom for my family, and I wanted to be able to help others achieve the same. That's it. It was all about freedom for me. And I, like Terry, my background is business. I've been a business coach. I've coached thousands of different businesses. And I had never seen anything like what we have with World Ventures. One, travel is the largest industry in the world, and network marketing is 100% leveraged, which is what got me excited. That's what gives you true freedom. And I wanted to be able to help others achieve the same, and through doing that, become a knighted trainer. So that was my big picture goal. But sometimes that can seem like it's so far out of reach that we need to bring it back in. So let's set a goal right now for October, because if you show up to the month and you don't have a goal, guess what? you're not going to hit it. If you aim at nothing, you're guaranteed to hit it. So it's super important. And Terry talked about being intentional. So when Terry shares his messages, he's showing up with energy. He's coming from a place of love, but he's being intentional. And that is really key with everything that we do, is to be intentional. So let's get intentional for the month of October. What is your goal, right? So what is your goal for this month? And it might be that you want to get your wings. Maybe you want to get your first sign up. Maybe you want to, join 6, do 10 personals. Whatever it is, once we know what your goal is, we can help you achieve that. Maybe your goal in October is to make $1,000. Maybe you just want to make $200. I don't know what your goal is. Awesome, Sullivan. So he's fee-free by the 1st of November. I love it. So now we know, Sullivan, that's your goal. It's essentially, we just need to help you join 4 customers. So then working closely with Terry to get those messages sent out. I mean, Terry waived his fees in 1 day. Now, he said that he didn't do anything but eat chips, and that's actually not the whole truth. So I'm going to call him out here because he absolutely contributed. It wasn't me that got Terry's success, because I've done plenty of other travel parties like that and we haven't achieved the same results. And that's because Terry did this in partnership with me. See, I can't show up and wave a magic wand and sign up everyone in a room. It'd be great if I could, but I'm not that good. I'm sorry. But what Terry did is he had excitement, he believed in the product, and he invited a heap of people, and he edified me. He edified me as the leader. So in partnership then, he had actually elevated me as, as a position of leadership, someone who people needed to listen to. And then he sat down and he led by example for his guests. Yes, he was eating chips, but he showed up excited. He was paying attention. He was engaged through the presentation. And then together at the end, he's like, so are you ready to get started? Are you ready to get started? And of course, we then, we got a great result for Terry. I think we did 4 on the day. And then there was another 4 like within the next couple of days as follow-ups. So great result. But that's because Terry and I worked as a partnership. So the fastest way for you to grow your business is to work in partnership with the other leaders. I don't do this on my own. I work with Terry, or I work with Dave Uloa, or I work with Michael Catlow. We work as a team. This is a team sport. So if you're out there trying to do it on your own, it's hard. You're going to struggle. So that's the first thing, is getting really clear on your goal. And then the second thing is committing to action. So Sullivan, given that you have popped your goal in the chat, and thank you for that. So now we want to get really clear on what is the action that you're going to take from this. Now, Terry has actually just shared a really, really simple process, which is to share those 20-second messages. So what I'm actually going to do is share my screen, and hopefully this is all going to work. Now this is possibly, can you guys see that Word document? I'm just going to make it bigger. So what I did is Terry shared those messages with me. So if you guys want to just take a screenshot of that, that was word for word the messages that Terry actually sent me. Now, I did just try and copy it into the chat, but for some reason it wouldn't copy. So the first thing would be for you to get clear on your message. So Terry, can you just unmute for a sec? What time's your presentation on Sunday night? Oops. Terry, I'm just going to unmute you, hun. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So what time was your presentation, Terry, on Sunday night?
The presentation on Sunday night is 7:30.
And that's 7:30 Queensland time, because daylight savings.
That's correct, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, 7:30 Queensland time. Yeah, right, we do it, yeah.
So I'm just going to highlight that so we're all clear on that. So the presentation, 7:30 Queensland time, and you don't have to worry about links yet because you're not going to send them a link until about 10, 15 minutes before the presentation. So all we're doing is sending that first message, showing up excited. Now there's two versions of this message here. Terry sent like there's the basic one, and then Terry also crafted a second message based on his background. So if you've got a specific background, so I can come from a business background because I've owned multiple businesses and I've been a business coach for years and years and years. So we can help you craft one that's more specific to your background if you would like. But I know that Terry's also having great success with some of his team who are just using that first message. So choose whichever option you want, take a screenshot of that. And then the second thing is I'm actually going to just play two quick messages for you, which Terry actually sent to me just as a practice run. So let's just send those, and that way everyone watching the recording is just going to get another version of this as well. And I'm just going to move this, see if I can be tricky and move this across so you can see both. Shrink that down. Whoops. Technology, hey? All right. So here's the first message.
Hello, Kylie. How are you? Are you interested in financial freedom? As an accountant, I've spent over 30 years researching ways that can be done without large investment or risk, and I've found the absolute best way to do that. So I've now decided to share it and help other people become financially free over the next 6 months. If that interests you, reach out and let's talk about how that can be done.
Super simple, right? And it's 20 seconds. So, Terry, how many times did you practice that message before it flowed and you were ready to actually start sending it out to people?
Probably at least a dozen, Kyle.
Yep. Perfect.
I read it. I read through my message. I crafted it because, to be honest with you, when I first did it, I thought I could send like a minute message. And so I had to bring it back to 20 seconds because that's all Facebook lets you do.
Exactly.
But once I did it, I got those words right and specific. And then I practiced it. And because it was new to me, it's like a muscle thing. It was uncomfortable to do. It was like, so you have to get into the muscle memory of the brain part of it. So the words are flowing and you don't have to think about it, because if you're thinking about it, it looks like you're thinking about it.
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
Awesome, Terry. Now let me play the second message.
Hello, Kylie. Are you free to be online for about 30 minutes on Sunday night? I've just seen something really exciting. I think you'll love it. Let me know if you're going to be free.
Now that second message, you can see there is 9 seconds. That's it. So I'm just going to shrink that down and make this one bigger again so that that's on the screen for you all. So what I want you to do now is I want you to create your version of this message with Terry's and my help. So I don't mind if you want to use copy and paste that top message. It's totally cool. And what I want you to do, even if you just want to read it for the purpose of going through the example, I want you to practice with us now, because then we can actually give you some feedback and coaching. And remember, you don't have to be great. So you don't have to be great. Oh, goodness. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. I got it out. And every master was once a disaster. So Terry shared it took him 12 takes before he was ready to rock with this. And I know my gorgeous husband's online, Mr. Paul Cordy, our PGA golf pro in the family. He used to freak out when I put him on video, and to the point that he took himself off and did his own 30-day video challenge where he just practiced doing a 1-minute video every day on something. And he didn't even share it with people. Like, he just did it to build up that camera confidence. So the only way you're going to master video is to start. And video, like if a picture speaks 1,000 words, a video speaks 1,000,000. And, you know, video marketing is the way of the future. And it's the next best thing to belly to belly. The next best thing. Belly to belly is always still going to be the best. Video is the next best. But personally, I love video even more because it's leveraged, whereas belly to belly isn't. Alrighty, so have you got some screenshots? Okay, so Sullivan, I can see, how do you screenshot? So I'm just going to unmute you. What sort of computer have you got, Sullivan? Or are you on your phone?
Laptop.
Yeah, so are you on a PC laptop?
I guess so.
Yeah, so in the top right-hand corner on your keyboard, there should be a little button that says PRTSCN, I think, which stands for print screen.
Where's that at?
It should be in the top right-hand corner. It's been about 5 years since I've had a PC. I'm on Mac now.
PRTSC, did you say?
Yeah, so it should have, it basically stands for print screen.
Yeah,
so
I've got one of them buttons.
Beautiful. So if you hit that button, that's going to take a picture of your screen.
Well, the problem
and then
is the only screen I've got at the moment is you talking, because all the others disappeared. I was trying to do stuff and it just didn't work.
No, that's okay. So can you see that Word document on the screen?
Tiny little box above your head.
Oh, okay.
All I can see at the moment is you, basically.
Let me turn off my video.
Yeah.
Does that work?
No, it's some other lady that may or may not be you.
Alrighty. What it will be...
Kylie,
yeah.
I'm going to take a photograph of my screen and send it to Sullivan.
Perfect.
Just hold it there for a minute so I get it done.
I just got a screen now with presentation Sunday, blah blah blah. So it's a box down in the bottom right hand corner, but it's like a quarter of the screen.
Got it. Okay. So I think Terry's taking a picture, so we'll send it to you. I've got one too, which I'll just do that, and I'll also pop it into the team chat. So,
Just sent that to you, Sullivan.
Thanks.
Through Messenger.
Oh, hang on. I've just got a. No, now I've got a face. I've got the thing, but then in front of it now comes the Facebook.
All right. So what I've done is in the team chat. Oops. I've now done a photograph of it, and I've done the actual text copy of it. So both of them will be in there, so you can grab those.
Yeah, now I've got it. So it's now on my screen.
Awesome. So if you press that print screen button, that's going to take a photo of it, which is basically copying it, and then you just need to paste it somewhere. So like into a Word document or something like that.
You're just scaring me.
But that's okay. We can send it to you. It's more just you making sure that we get the messaging right today.
Well, I pressed the print screen.
Yep.
But it didn't look like anything actually happened.
No, it won't, because all it's doing is the computer's now captured it. So now you have to paste it somewhere. So if you open up like a blank Word document and then either right click your mouse and click paste, or you can do command, it's Control V, will paste on a PC. Sorry, I've got to go back to my old PC days and remember the commands. Did that work, Sullivan?
Well, I can't do anything else because the whole screen's taken up by like use, and so I can't put it into a Word document because I can't even get to a Word document.
That's cool. Terry, can you just send it to Sullivan in a private message?
Yeah, I did. I've taken 2 photos just to make sure that I get good, because I'm so professional at photographing, I hire someone else.
I can now. Yeah, I'll try it. Just hang on. So I've opened up this PC.
Yep.
So how do I? If I click on Documents.
Yep.
How do I start a new one?
So just click. It should have an option for a new blank document.
Oh, should have, but well, file, home, share, and view.
What we might do, rather than get caught up in the tech support, we can send you a document with it in. What I really want to do is just make sure we get these messages done. So let's pop it back on the screen. Just out of interest, Sullivan, when Terry shared his screen when he was talking, could you see the whole screen?
At what point?
When he was sharing his screen, was the whole screen the text?
At one stage, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So maybe it just needs to be shared via PowerPoint for you. So I can do that. That might help if we do that. Just one sec. Alrighty. So Sullivan, given that we've got your goal here, I'm going to make you go first. Is that okay? Are you cool to have a practice?
Well, no, but sometimes you've got to do stuff that you really don't want to do.
Absolutely, and it's completely safe. It's only us, so you can totally do this. So let's, I'm just going to...
I can't see the writing now, so I can't read.
I'm just going to bring it back up for you. So I'm just popping it into a PowerPoint for you. Easier to see. There we go. So if I go back to Zoom, sorry guys, bit of tech challenges here today, hey? Alrighty, share. There we go. All right, can you see that there?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
Hang on. So is free the last word?
Yes.
Okay.
So hello name, how are you? Hey, you're going to be online for about 30 minutes on Sunday night. I've seen something really exciting and I think you'll love it. Let me know if you're going to be free.
All right. Yeah, hi Kylie, how are you? Hey, are you free to be online for about 30 minutes on Sunday night? I've just seen something really exciting and I think you'll love it. Let me know if you're going to be free.
For a first attempt, virtual high five. Woo woo, that was awesome. So now I want you to do it again and be even more excited and enthusiastic. Ready, set, go.
Yeah, well, I haven't got your personality, so I'm not going to get over
okay.
It's because I'm reading.
That's all right.
Yeah. Hi, Kylie. How are you? Hey, are you free to be online for about 30 minutes on Sunday night? I've just seen something really exciting and I think you'll love it. Let me know if you're going to be free.
Woohoo! That was awesome.
Go.
And already I can, it feels like it flows even better than the first time. So that is brilliant. Awesome, Sullivan. All right. So, Noel, you're up, buddy. Are you ready?
Too easy, Kylie, too easy. So, yep. So you just want me to basically read the same thing. So, hey, Noel Lahane. Hey, Kylie, got something exciting I'd love to share with you. Are you free for 30 minutes Saturday night? Can you let me know, please?
Cool.
That's probably not what it said, but you just put me on the spot.
I know. Well, you kind of had a bit of advance notice because we made Sullivan go first. He was on the spot. So I want you to have another go because every time you do it, it's going to flow better. So just make sure that we've got Sunday night, not Saturday night. So,
right,
yeah. All right. So ready, set, go.
Hi, Noel Lahane. How are you? Yeah, rightio.
So Noel, when you kick off, you're saying hello to the other person, not yourself.
Oh, rightio.
So who's someone that you're going to send a message to?
All right, I'll just use you. So
okay.
Hi, Kylie. How are you? Are you free online for 30 minutes Sunday night? It's got something really exciting. I think you will love. Let me know if you can be free. Yeah.
Cool.
I need to unfog these glasses. I had them on my head.
That's cool. And it's also practice, right? So the more you do it, the more it's going to flow. So Terry, given that you're our expert and guru in this, can you just do another live example for everybody so they can hear you share it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You want me to do it straight without video, just straight over it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, cool. Hello, Kylie. How are you? Hey, are you free to be online for about 30 minutes on Sunday night? I've just seen something really exciting. I think you'll love it. Let me know if you're going to be free.
Sweet. That's awesome. So now, of course, I better have a go or it's not fair. So, hey, Terry, oh my gosh, how are you? Listen, are you free to be online for about 30 minutes on Sunday night? I have just seen something so exciting and I think you're going to absolutely love it. So let me know if you can be free.
Fantastic, Kylie. Can I just make a point to the guys that are doing? You're doing great jobs, guys. If you notice what Kylie and I did, we actually did that in snippets.
Yeah.
Right? It was not like the whole lot in one go. We've actually done, hello, Kylie, how are you? And just a fraction of just a pause so that lands, right?
Yeah.
And this is where the practice comes in. And then there's another sentence, and then there's another sentence, and then there's another sentence, right? Because the last sentence is a call to action. So just you don't have to go, it's okay to do it in one go like that, but if you get to the level of practice where you're actually doing it a little, and you can remember it easier by doing that, it's just in a little bit at a time, right? But you'll find that'll have greater impact because it sounds like you've thought about it, and you're also you can keep the excitement running because you know that you've got past the first one, you get excited about the second sentence, and then the third sentence, and then the fourth call to action.
Yeah, perfect.
Well done, guys.
All right, so I want you to both have another practice again. So Sullivan, we'll go to you first and then back to Noel. So have a third time to nail it.
Hey Kylie, how you going? I was wondering if you're going to be free on Sunday night for about 30 minutes, and I missed the online part. I've just seen something really exciting and I think you'll love it. Let me know if you're going to be free.
Awesome. That's really great, Sullivan. Well done. Okay, Noli, you're up, superstar.
Yeah. Hi, Terry. How are you? Got something. Hey.
Just start again.
Are you free? Yeah. Hi, Terry. How are you? Got something free? No. Are you? Oh, are you free? Are you free? For 30 minutes Saturday night? Got something exciting. Really. Think you'll love it. Let me know if you've got to be free. I'll sort it anyway. I was going to say, I just need to put in these glasses.
Guess what, Noel? It's going to be 1,000 times easier when you haven't got that pair looking at you.
That is so true, Sullivan. It's so nerve-wracking when we're here. I totally get that. So what I want you to do, I think I've already put it into the team chat anyway. So the action for today is to create your video and send it into the team page. And that way Terry and I can give you feedback. So you can practice on us. You can practice it as many times as you like. So it's 8:55 a.m. Sydney time now. So my request is that you practice and create a video straight away, because if you procrastinate, it's never going to happen. So it's all about take action, create a video, practice on us, and then I want you to commit how many are you going to send per day starting today between now and the end of the week. So this is just a weekly goal. So Sullivan, how many are you going to send a day starting today?
Be realistic, I would say 8.
Perfect. I love it. 8 is brilliant. Cool. And Noel, what about you?
I won't be able to do it for a little while because I've got to go to work at 9 o'clock or a bit after.
Well, that's all right. You can have like 8 videos sent by then. It's only a 20-second video.
It's 4 minutes to 9 and I have to go and get ready.
Oh, You don't need to blow dry your hair and put your lippy on. You'll be right.
Yeah, shave me beard day.
Oh, okay. So 8 videos. So I want you to send your video in the chat today, and then let us know when you've done your 8 videos. Cool?
I'll do that, definitely.
Awesome. Awesome. Well done. High five to you, legend. So Noel, what about you, Rockstar? How many a day?
I'll probably do 5 a day, Kylie.
Perfect. So 5 a day. So same thing for you. Send it through to the team chat first, just so that we can give you feedback. And then we're holding you to account 5 of these a day between now and next week. And then on the next team call, we're going to build on this. Cool? So that's all you got to focus on this week. And Terry's going to do all the presentations. Woo woo!
Sounds fantastic.
Sweet. Awesome, awesome, guys. Well, I would love to hear from you as we wrap up the call. And like literally, I have to be on another call in 3 minutes. So 20 seconds or less. Just what was the most valuable thing you got from today's call? So Sullivan, over to you first, then Noel, and then Terry, and we're out.
Yeah, well, it just reinforces everything. Never quit. Just keep going, be enthusiastic. But most importantly is just to follow the leaders. Do what they do, and it's impossible to fail, really.
Yeah, perfect.
Well done.
Awesome, Sullivan. Thanks for your share. All right, Noel, you got 20 seconds. Go.
20 seconds. Wow.
That's
Terry,
5.
you're amazing, buddy. I tell you, you hit it out of the park every time. And it just defines today how good a business we have with such low startup and can create an amazing income.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Brilliant. And Terry, 20-second wrap up for you.
Oh, guys, look, I'm proud of you. I really am. You've come in and you've taken action, and just know that where you go from here is to do what you've actually said you've done. And you know, if you end up doing more, fantastic. But if you only do what you've done, absolutely amazing. Well done. It will get you the results.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And just encourage you for half a second. One of the ladies on my team she's had people respond to that video message who were ignoring her text invites.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you use their name at the beginning. That's the most powerful thing, because then they know it's not just a generic video. You've recorded it for that person. So guys, on that note, I'm super proud of both of you. Terry, thank you. You did absolutely rock it today. So send your videos into the chat. Let us know when you've done your 8 and your 5. And we'll see you next week. Have an amazing week. Bye.
Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Kylie.
Yeah.
See you guys.